Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Mike, and as promised, I have broken into the microbrand watches, and I'm going to start my micro sharing with you with this beautiful Boldr Odyssey. But before we get into that, quick wrist shot for you. This is the ProTrek PRW 7000 FC, aka Men in Black. Lovely piece. It had a stay of execution a little while ago. Almost sold it. As I say, almost. I put it up for sale. Didn't get any bites. Took it off from being on sale, and it won't be back on for sale again. So awesome, really cool watch. If you like the ProTreks, try this one for size. It's a big boy, nice and light, but it's a big boy. Anyway, on with the review, guys. So on my last few vids, I said that I would be going into the microbrand watches, and this is the first one that I've tried, and I have to say, guys, I am very, very impressed. Up until now, I've had Seikos and G-Shocks, ProTreks, obviously, but never had a microbrand watch at all. And you know, this one just caught my eye. It's not a brand new piece, second-hand piece, by someone who actually does dive, or and you know, fishes, and actually, you know, does a lot of ocean work. So this is actually being used in the water. It won't be now, but I'm very impressed with this, guys. Very, very impressed indeed. So let me give you a couple of stats of this Boldr Odyssey. And this version is called the White Ice because it's completely 316L stainless steel, including the 120 bidirectional bezel and the crown. So let's get into some stats, guys, so that we can get on with this sharing. It is number 5 of 500 made, so it's a nice early model. It comes with beautiful pelican style case, by the way. A really nice addition. Let me just show you what it came with as well. A nice leather stamped strap here. I don't wear these, so that's going to stay in the box. But you know, it's a nice addition, and it also came with its own lovely card, warranty card, with all the details on it, serial number, batch code, everything. Right, so really well thought of, well thought out, I should say. But anyway, back to the review, or the sharing, as I like to do. So case size, we are looking at here a 45mm case size. The height is 16mm. The lug to lug, and it is a proper lug to lug there, as you can see. The strap drops completely vertical to the lugs. The lug to lug is 53mm. The lug width is 22mm, and that's interesting, guys, because at 22mm lug width, this watch becomes a strap monster. I mean, just the possibilities are endless. When you have a 22mm lug, you can pretty much put anything you want on a watch, and you know, leather, rubber, even a bracelet. There's even a bracelet for these. It comes on a specific model. I believe the model has a blue dial, but there is a bracelet for these nonetheless. Doesn't have drilled lugs, so that might be a bit of a pain to get on, but you know, strap monster. And it's a heavy watch, guys. It's 160 grams. Comes on this isofrane style rubber with stamped buckle, with the Boldr sign there, Boldr emblem, and this beautiful screw down case back engraved. Now the engraving is done by someone from well, it's an artist from Melbourne, and I believe his name is Ashwan Hoyen. I hope I haven't butchered that. Ashwan Hoyen, or Ashwin Hoyen. And as you can see, there's, let me try and get this engraving in the pic properly. So if you can see, there's a little sailboat there, This obviously represents the waves. You've got the constellations in the sky there. It's really well thought of. Really, really well thought out, guys. I'm impressed. My first micro, and I'm impressed. First impressions, I want to talk to you while I put it on. First impressions. This thing is an absolute tank on the wrist. It's heavy. It's got acute edges. It's an absolute tank. If you like the Seiko Monster, you're on the way to liking something like this, because the Seiko Monster, I believe, is tame in comparison to the Boldr Odyssey. And here it is on my 7 3/4 wrist, guys. Probably a bit more like 7.5 now, but I don't know. We've been home for a while and I've been enjoying the snacks, so could be back up to 7 3/4. But look at that, guys. It is beautiful on the wrist, but it is an absolute tank. I do not think I would wear this with a long sleeve shirt. I think I would struggle, but you know, I'd probably try and pull it off, but I think definitely better suited with short sleeves. The weight of this watch, you feel it during the day. You know you're wearing a heavy watch. You look down at it, and those sharp edges, those acute edges catch your eye. You know, it's polished, brushed as well on the tops of the lugs here. This one, obviously, because it's second hand, it had a few scuffs on it. I'm not gonna lie, it had a few scuffs on it. It was a used watch, guys. The person who had it before actually used it, and you know me, I like my watches to look as clean and as neat as possible. So I did polish it up a little bit just to get some of the deeper scratches out. So it's not, obviously doesn't look as brushed as it did. But you know, I'm still happy with the way it looks. I mean, wow. First intro into microbrands, and this is how it starts. The possibilities are endless. I'm gonna be, I have had a couple come through, and I'll be reviewing those at a later date. But this is the beginning for me, guys, and I think I've started well. So, as I mentioned, isoframe style rubber strap. It's quite stiff right now. I haven't worn it in yet, but it's a good strap. I mean, just think any color would go on there, because you've got the white dial and the stainless steel casing, so any color would go on there, guys. Beautiful triple crown, and that crown is 9mm. I mean, I don't think I have a watch with that size crown. Easy to handle. This obviously was made for a diver, because everything is functional. It's not made to sit on the shelf or be in the cabinet of someone's collection like mine. I think if I get it close, you can probably see the O-ring there. Just about, yeah. Yeah, that's a good size crown, guys. You're not going to have any problem with that crown. And obviously it has the emblem embossed on the crown there as well. Now, 120 click bi-directional bezel means that you don't have any problems with alignment at all, because you can line it up exactly on point. Awesome. Another feature of this watch is the engraving of the chapter ring. You've got the helium escape valve lettering there, wording there, and the triple lock crown wording there. I don't mind it. Some people don't like it. I don't mind it. It's a signature of the Boldr, right? Signature of their watches. Helium escape valve there, because it's a true diver's watch, right? So it needs it. Of course, it's 500 meters water resistant. You have the double domed sapphire crystal with the AR coating underneath. Beautiful sweep from the NH35 movement there. The Loom is BGW9 and it is beautiful. I will show you that later, but it is really, really nice. I like it. I am very impressed with this watch, guys. It's one of those watches that, you know, when you put it on, you don't feel like it's going to get damaged. I mean, you know, some of the watches I put on, I'm very aware when I'm going through doorways and, you know, coming close to walls and banisters and that kind of thing. This one, don't even think about it. I think this will do more damage to the doorways and door frames and banisters than any damage done to this watch. It's just so heavily engineered, guys. It's just a tank of a watch. Beautiful. So you can see there you've got the engraving telling you exactly what this watch is all about. 316 stainless steel there, the sapphire crystal, and the name of the brand, NH35, automatic movement, water resistant, 50 atmospheres. So they've thought of everything, guys. So many different colorways as well. There's bronze, they've even got the different faces now, different dials. There's just so much choice for these watches, guys. You can literally have what your heart desires. Little polished shoulders on the crown, at the crown shoulders there. Just a little touch, you know, just to add a little bling. You don't need too much because this is definitely a work watch. This is one you put on when you're doing something heavy duty. You don't mind getting it knocked because it's not even going to show, and if it does show, you will be able to polish it out, no problem at all. So I think that is it for the stats, guys. I did give you a wristy, but let me give you a Loom shot, because the Loom, you know I love Loom, but this Loom is quite something, and hopefully it shows because it's quite bright here today. It's still quite bright here. Well, there you go, you can see it. BGW9, blue on the hands and the dial as well, but green on the bezel pip. You know, some may not like that. I love it. It's you got the window for the date in this dial as well. Just nice little touches, guys. It's functional. It does everything you need. And I'll tell you, for my first crack at the microbrands, very, very impressed. I can only hope that other pieces are just as good, if not better, because this is one I would say you could have another of in a different color variant in your collection, and it wouldn't be a waste. If you can get to try one on, guys, at all, definitely do it, because it's a chunk, and at 45mm it's not small on the wrist at all. So guys, shorter review, but I hope I covered all the bases there. Any questions you have, down in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as possible. Sorry for the delay. It's been crazy here, as you know, crazy everywhere, but I'm sharing my workspace because it's the kitchen with the family, so having to dive in and out and get my time with the vids when I can. And obviously I do have some other watches to share with you, some other micros to share with you, and I still have some coming in, so stay tuned, guys. Tell your friends, like, subscribe, and you know, if you like what you see, comment, let me know. If you have any questions, please ask them down in the comments, you know. But that's it from me, guys. Hope everyone's keeping safe and well, and I hope everybody is you know, just looking forward to the ending of this time that we're in right now, and doing all you can to actually enjoy the time together with family, or the time away from the hustle and bustle of the office. I believe that there are good things coming out of this time right now, and one of them is time with family and time to reflect, time to get off the ride for a bit, guys. You know, life is 1,000 miles an hour, and it's nice to be able to get off for a sec, or however long we need to get off, we're going to be off for, and just reflect. You know, it may have been forced, but I think it was needed. So anyway, you know, I can ramble on about that forever, so I'm not going to. Guys, wear all of your timepieces in the very, very best of health. Take care. Have a good one, guys. Bye for now.